Hey everyone, welcome to my yet another video. This project is based on one of my personal favorite hobby project, that is Money Minder. So let's see the demo first. Okay. So what do we have? We are calling it. It is a Money Minder application. It is a personal finance tracker. It is. So let's start the backend. I have copy pasted the thing. So it has started my Go server. I have to also start my front end. So it started my backend in the left panel and my front end on my right panel. So let's see. Just right click. Okay. Okay. So I'm on Chrome. I have to hit the localhost 5173. So this is the particular application or the service. As you can see, it's a demo version. And what it says is the personal finance dashboard. Track expenses, analyze the spending pattern, make the smarter financial decision. So it's my like created for the demo purpose on my account, and the demo project password is 12126. So I have to type it 12236. Okay, and then I hit enter. So it will log you in this particular pane, which I call it. It is a home or a like preliminary dashboard, and it is a mobile friendly as well. So on the left hand panel, you will see add new transaction, where you can obviously add the transactions. It has a transaction type. So these are the transactions type it has. There are plenty of the categories that may be used by most of the folks. Okay, and we have a payment method. So you can log a payment. It is paid on UPI, cash, credit, or something else, and you can type the amount. Okay, and on the right hand side in this particular thing, you can have a part side view of the total balance that you are having, and this particular screen is based on every month. So right now what you are seeing will be based on this current month, which is July. Okay, then now for the security purpose, this particular areas are hidden because it is a balance. So no, you have to hover on them to view it. So whatever you do, if you hover on it, the amount will be visible inside, something like that. Similarly, the income also, if you can hover on it, they will give you in the July month, on the current month, what is the overall spend that you have done, right? And this is the expense, like so far in the July month, how much you have spent, and the total investment amount. Okay, so if you go down, this is the current month spent. So whatever you are logging in as a transaction, okay, this will be auto aggregated, and it will give you a very brief summary or the brief group by count, what is your overall category wise spend for this current month, that is July 25. If you scroll down, here is the all transaction of this July month. What was the total income, your expenses that you have done, and net amount is currently with you. How many transactions you have done so far, and the income to like this ratio. On this particular action, if you just scroll down, for your for our usage, I feel that I have added this particular filters. Now for an example, you are in month of July and the date is 20, and you want to dive deep and see what you have done in month of, let's say, in between 3 to most probably 10. So if you can apply the filter range, right? You can basically also filter by the category also. Let's say, for example, if I spend anything on Zomato, so I have spent something, some amount of money for dinner purpose, right? You can also do the household and residences. Let's say, for example, these are my spend based on the household. So overall, this much I have spent. And you can also filter it by UPI. Let's say you want to see only UPI, you want to see only cash. These are the filters are available for that. Easily, you can click here for clear filter. So it will clear up all the filters. And what do we have is, so you can also hide it. Like, so for example, instead of applying any filter, you can also apply Amazon wise how many you have spent, or maybe house rent, or maybe could be anything like how many the foods and beverages, how many you have spent, or you have spent date of 11, something like that, and it will also show you how much you have spent till that, like total 9 transactions on foods and beverages. So that's all. You can basically clear the data. That is your home screen, and in this dashboard you can find the current month spent and entire the current month spent and track. Okay. Now there are a few other options. Okay. There are the analytics section as well. So if you click on analytics, what it will do, it will give you the track based on the current month your overall spend. So it will give you the current month analytics, like how many you have spent, and month analytics as well. So what we have here is that this is your like the track and optimizer financial. The average daily spend is almost, it is 6.6 lakhs, right? High spending amount, for an example, maybe I have done some credit transaction for that. This is your average high spend category till date, total investment, and the savings rate as well. And also, if you scroll down, you will see the spend by categories. That is your month on month. So how much you have spent on this particular June month, May month, July month. And you can also, most probably, if you would like to download this thing, you can download as a CSV, PNG, anything like that. Okay. And you also can have this house rent, which will, it will give you the pie chart category by spending distribution of this current one. So basically it will have something like this, and also you will have a trend chart. Okay, that is your spending pattern in the like in July month. 1st to 5th July it was very high, then in 9th to 10th July it is very high, something like that. And it will have month on month category wise growth. This is very basic right now. We'll see the entire more breakdown or a drill down where you can basically analyze the year on year analytics and the month on month analytics as well. Now if you scroll down, this is your payment method analysis. So as per this current month, it is your July, as per like the time when I am recording. So in the month of July, here in the UPI, how much you have spent, in the credit card, how much you have spent, bank transfer, how much, cash fund, how much, deposit, how much, and transaction metrics, how much, utilizer metrics, how much. Okay, and it is a very simple quota. Okay, automatically it will take your GitHub latest has you are going to do the self post, then you can do that like that, and it is basically built on top of you Golang and Google Cloud. Now this is your analytics section, right? Really cool. And what do you have in here? This is your everything section. Now, when I click here, so it will have the entire like application breakdown, drill down for your year by year, month by month, something like that. So right now, but the benefit of that is that you can look back at your income and expenses, that is the transactions by year, month, category, payment method, and basically understand where did your money go. So here it will have a year by filter, your month by filter. Like say for example, if you want to see in month of June how much you have spent, or my month how much you have spent, you just apply the filter, you can get total income, expenses, net savings, something like that. And also let's say June month, I have filtered similarly to, like right now I'm in July, but I can also see the past month records. You can also filter by maybe let's say household and person, or maybe food and beverages, and also the payment method. So if you scroll down, or maybe I just remove the filter to default filter and change the month also. So in my year of 2025 till date, what is your intelligent analytics summary card? That what I call it. So overall till date, this is your income, this is your expense, this is your savings, your average monthly spend so far is this. Okay, your daily spend is this, right? Your look at your expense summaries, like what is your top expense category right now. It is showing as a house rent. Okay, it is dynamic, automatically gets changed as per the current month filters. Amazon, how much I have spent in the lowest category, like the lowest spent category, most consistent, right? And the highest in the single month. So in one month, let's say in May month, I have spent this much as a house rent. If I scroll down, this is your expense by category, obviously excluding your investments and the salaries. So you'll have the entire breakdown because it is talking about the category section. Let's say household, what is your how much you have spent. If you want to see, let's say transportation, so in the month of this, what is it basically? This is June month, July month, something like that. You have spent this much, and also here you can have a complete month by month versus month analysis. So what you have here is that compare the spend and growth category by growth or decrease by category. So here you will have a year wise filter, right? Other than that, this is a older month. So I can compare between let's say current month or any past months or any other month. So this is a older month and this is a newer month. So I can filter by May versus June, how much I have spent, where I have spent. I can see that particular transactions. If I filter on June and July, so I can see in EMI it's got very high, miscellaneous is spent is very high, house rent starts very high, right? Zomato is also like in June month I have zero Zomato bill, but this month I am having 2 lakh Zomato bills, right? And this is what it is. And you can basically do a breakdown, drill down, check your comparison between month on month spend or anything like that. And if I go down, it will have the complete transaction time. Now this will be benefiting. Let's say if you want to see the only June month spent, right? So what it shows is that in June month, credit card was the highest bill. But overall, if I see, I'm spending much on the house rents. Now if I go and see again the June month, these are automatically gets calculated. On June month, there are only this particular similar categories, and this is your entire June month breakdown, obviously. Now in June versus June, that makes no sense. So it is that's why it's zero, and you can see the detailed transaction overall. So in June month, right? About how much you have spent for UPI, bank, etc. etc. Obviously, and at the bottom, you will have your income and the portfolio overview. So how much salary has been credited, like right now I'm selected only June. So I can change it to all, how much money cash inflows has been done in your account, how much you have invested so far. So this is overall it is. And the thing, I hope you have liked this particular project. If you want to do a self-host of this particular service, obviously you can. So this is basically connected with this repository. If you would like to connect with me over GitHub or LinkedIn, obviously you can, right? And you can basically do a self-host of this service. If you like this project, you can obviously self-host, and the self-host is very pretty easy. It runs on Vue, Golang, and Google Cloud. Okay, and what else do we have? We have another section that is your advisory section. Now what happens is that you can basically check something. Like for an example, I want to buy for let's say I'm putting some monthly random value here, and let's say my savings are like 33%. right? And I want to, let's say, buy uh, Ferrari, and the cost is, sure, let's say 20 million. Now, I would like to use it for longer time, 7 years. Calculate is that will give you, is it worth to do that, or it is not worth to do that based on your savings so far, right? And this is basically very inspired by Arnaud that take. So this is influenced by this particular champion streamer, which might be helpful for any folks to use this particular money manager service for their personal usage. The benefit of that is that you can basically do the self-host, so no need to worry about your finance data or electricity. It will be completely owned by you, as you are going to self-host this, right? And obviously, you will have very simple and very useful metric over here. That is, what is your current today's spend, how much you have spent compared to your yesterday, and how much was it in yesterday, right? So I hope you have liked this project. If you are liking this project, obviously you can loan this and self-host for your environment. This is the particular project GitHub URL. If you are liking this, obviously you can go and use it. So what is the tech stack that we are having? The front end is developed on Vue, Tailwind, Pinia for state management, and the Vue router for the navigation. Very simple thing, very native, no bloatware. For the backend, it's native Golang Next slash HTTP library, natively written completely handwritten middlewares, RESTful API structure, and for infrastructure hosting, it is by using Cloud Run storage, BigQuery cloud monitoring, architect registry to store the containers, and the Cloud Run for the serverless hosting, right? And obviously that's all for data analytics. It is completely running the queries on BigQuery. Reason because I haven't chosen any database, because if you're going to self-host, might not. I have to basically create a new instance on cloud, and that might take a little. That might be like using BigQuery here might be some cheaper. That's why I have used BigQuery, and out of box analytical query run I am getting over here. And this is an everything section that we have basically discussed right now. And yeah, for local setup, what you have to do, you have to set this environment variables for your Go backend server. You need a JWT secret, a public key certificate, and the private key certificates, or any keys that you want to put. And for the front-end app, you have to have three different environment flags: date, broad, and sample. Sample is just for your reference to self-host and to run it locally. For production deployment, similarly, these three things you have to need. You need it, and here the to-do section. So that's all. Yeah, thank you. Have a nice day.